the important work that has been entrusted to us by Albertans for the 4 years ahead. These will be challenging years, but let us begin by thanking Albertans for the mandate that they've given us. Democratic. I need to say that thanks to your work, that the United Conservative Party received more votes by in Alberta electoral history. In fact, 1,030,560 votes to be precise. And that represented 55% of the popular vote, the highest level since 2001. Second highest level since 1982. Well done, friends. And on top of that, we did it with the highest voter participation, the highest turnout since 1935. This was a profound moment in Alberta's democratic history. Over 71% of the electorate cast votes in a province where not long ago we used to see less than half of Albertans voting. And so we made history together. We also proved the skeptics and the cynics wrong. All of those folks who said that unity couldn't work. Do you remember all of that over the past 3 years? Boy, I think we should dredge up some of the columns. Some of the expert opinion that said that unity would never work. Folks, you proved them wrong, we proved them wrong, and Albertans proved that we are stronger united. Because on Tuesday of last week, the United Conservative Party won 324,000 more votes than the combined total of our two legacy parties in 2015. Truly remarkable. We're stronger, united, and of course, our popular vote was also higher than that of our combined parties. Now, of course, while we celebrate the success that we have achieved and the mandate that we've been given, we also acknowledge that more work needs to be done. And that's one of the reasons why I'll be speaking to you later today and the weeks to come about a very deliberate effort to reach out to and build on the solid foundation that our candidates in Edmonton achieved in this recent election. As I've said, while we received a mandate from 55% of the electorate, and we will deliver on that mandate, we must be a government for all Albertans. We must make an effort to reach out to listen to be responsive to all Albertans. That doesn't mean that we'll all agree on every issue all of the time, but it means that we must be seen to act in good faith and with integrity. We must be willing to listen to the voices of others, and we must be willing in the future, when we make mistakes, to acknowledge it and to correct course. But at the same time, folks, we were elected with this historic mandate to implement the most detailed, specific, and positive blueprint ever offered to Albertans in an election, 117 pages. So, if you haven't memorized it already, there will be a test tonight. How many commitments here? 375, 117 pages. And this is what will be measured against by Albertans at the next election. Our commitment is to stay true to our word. It is to keep our promises. Of course, events will happen and circumstances will change. People understand that. But we must be seen to do everything we can to keep our promise, to keep our word with Albertans in the commitments made to making sure that Alberta gets back to work and is strong and free. We must reflect on why Albertans entrusted us with this remarkable mandate. They did so to hire us to do a job. It's a job we must always remember that must inform and guide our actions and the decisions we make as the new government of Alberta. You know that Albertans gave us this mandate in part because our province has been going through a period of sustained economic decline and stagnation. We all know, you encounter every day at the doors people who personify the human cost of this period of sustained economic decline and stagnation. As I've always said, this whole project was never about politics or power. It must always be about those people. We must always remember, as I said on election night, that young man I met in Hardisty in August of 2016. Every one of you I've spoken to you told me stories about people who were in tears at their own doorsteps because of the impact that this has had on their families. So we must never be distracted. We must always remember every day, in the happy days and the tough days, in good times and in challenging times, we must always remember who we are here to fight for. Those Albertans who simply ask to be able to have a fair chance to succeed, to get ahead, to take care of their families, and to build their communities. Are you up to doing that? I'm saying this to all of you in this room, not to discourage you, but to impress upon you all the magnitude of the job that lies ahead of us. It will not be easy. There will be difficult days, as I've said. You'll miss birthdays, you'll miss anniversaries and graduations. There will be days that are daunting. But as I look at each of you, this remarkable team that's ready to lead, I am filled with confidence. And let me tell you, Albertans feel that confidence. You'll see a presentation from our party pollster tomorrow showing that immediately following the election, the number of Albertans who say that Alberta is on the right track has gone up dramatically. All week long, I have been receiving calls from CEOs from major corporations across Canada and around the world who want to invest in Alberta now. We've all seen those stories. This is so gratifying that we haven't, the change of government, which hasn't even occurred yet, has filled so many Albertans with a renewed sense of hope and opportunity. People are making real, tangible life decisions, buying new houses, investing, unfreezing business decisions because of the decision that Albertans made on election day. So I am filled with confidence because of this team. The team that's gathered here has just proven the work ethic that you have. You've spent the better part of a year, some of you more than that, working hard, winning nominations, knocking on tens of thousands of doors, and hearing directly from Albertans who need our help the most. By the way, isn't that the great antidote to the cynicism of so much of this recent election? It was just the common sense of ordinary people that we encountered at their doors, in their homes, across this province over the past several months. For all of the nastiness and negativity, all of the distractions, what we heard from Albertans was, get it done on jobs, the economy, and pipelines, right? So remember, today and in each of the next 4 years, remember their voices. Let them help you remain laser focused on the task at hand to get people back to work, to get pipelines built, to restore Alberta as a magnet for investment and opportunity, to stand up for the province against the campaign of slander from the foreign-funded special interests trying to attack our way of life and landlock our energy. Remember our commitment to protect and enhance our public services and bring balance back to Alberta's finances. Remember all of these commitments. As I say, we offered Albertans the most detailed platform in the history of our province's politics, built on 375 positive ideas. Ideas like the Job Creation Tax Cut, ideas like the Open for Business Act, like the Fairness for Newcomers Act, our healthcare guarantee, the Farm Freedom and Safety Act, and let's not forget, Bill number 1, the carbon tax repeal. colleagues, this tremendous positive plan for Alberta, all 117 pages of it, can be summed up in 3 words. Again, 3 words that we must remain focused on: jobs, the economy, and pipelines. And the job ahead of us, as I say, is not going to be easy. The task at hand is monumental. But together, in this room, is a remarkable group of Albertans, a strong team that is ready to lead, to get to work on day one, to create jobs, to restore investor confidence, to get pipelines built, in the past couple of years, I've said our watchword must be to stay humble, work hard, and earn every vote. And now it must be to stay humble, work hard, and keep our commitments. So thank you for all of you for answering the call to public duty. Many of you have made significant sacrifices for doing so. Thank you for putting your names forward. Thank you for the miles that you have walked and the thousands of doors that you have knocked. Thank you for going through the challenging times, showing what you're made of. Thank you for joining this team that through hard work, by staying humble, and through remembering that we're here, why we're here, that we will build an Alberta that for generations to come will be strong and free. So folks, let's get down to work. Let's get her done.
Just let the friends of me back up and then we'll get on with the meeting.